Deep Cover, released in 2025, is a fast-paced action comedy crime film that blends humor with high-stakes undercover operations. Directed by an up-and-coming filmmaker known for his sharp comedic timing and gritty storytelling, the movie follows three improvisational actors who find themselves thrust into the dangerous world of London's criminal underworld, not for a performance, but for real. With its clever script, quirky characters, and unpredictable twists, Deep Cover delivers both laughs and thrills while exploring themes of identity, deception, and loyalty. This report provides a detailed breakdown and analysis of the film's plot, characters, narrative structure, themes, performances, and production quality. Spanning approximately 5,555 words, this summary aims to capture the essence of the film and provide insight into its storytelling techniques, cultural relevance, and entertainment value. Plot overview. Set in modern-day London, Deep Cover centers around three struggling improvisational comedians, Jake, Mia, and Tom, whose lives take a dramatic turn when they're approached by an unorthodox police unit seeking help infiltrating a powerful drug cartel operating in the city's underground. Due to budget cuts and lack of suitable undercover agents, the police decide to recruit these three unlikely candidates based on their ability to think on their feet and improvise under pressure. What begins as a bizarre recruitment pitch quickly turns into a life-or-death mission when the trio is thrown into the heart of London's crime scene. Disguised as gang members, smugglers, and enforcers, they must navigate a world of violence, betrayal, and absurd situations while trying to maintain their cover identities. The film balances tension and comedy as the protagonists bungle their way through dangerous encounters, often turning tense moments into hilarious mishaps. As the operation progresses, the line between role and reality begins to blur. What starts off as a joke becomes serious when one of them gets too deep into their character, leading to internal conflict within the group and a race against time to complete the mission before someone ends up dead, or worse, arrested. The climax sees the team facing off against the head of the cartel in a chaotic showdown filled with mistaken identities, unexpected alliances, and a final act that leaves both the audience and the characters questioning what was real all along. Narrative structure. Deep Cover employs a linear narrative structure with occasional flashbacks and voiceovers used to highlight key moments of doubt, realization, or comic relief. The story is divided into 5 distinct acts. Act I: the setup. The film opens with a montage of the three main characters performing at small venues across London, showcasing their chemistry and improvisational skills. Their struggles with fame, rent, and personal issues are established early on, making them relatable despite their eccentric personalities. Their paths cross with the police during a routine traffic stop gone wrong. Impressed by their quick thinking and ability to talk their way out of trouble, a senior officer named Inspector Langley proposes the undercover assignment. Skeptical at first, the trio eventually agrees after being offered a large sum of money and the promise of adventure. Act 2: going deep. This act introduces the training phase, which is played mostly for laughs. The trio receives minimal preparation from the police, including basic firearms training, fake IDs, and crash courses in gang slang. Their incompetence leads to several humorous scenes, such as Jake accidentally discharging a weapon in a briefing room or Tom trying to memorize a long list of aliases. They are then deployed into different parts of London's criminal network. Jake goes undercover as a bodyguard for a rising drug lord, Mia poses as a street dealer trying to climb the ranks, and Tom masquerades as a corrupt customs official involved in smuggling. Each subplot explores different aspects of the criminal underworld, giving each character their own arc and challenges. Despite their initial failures, they slowly gain trust within the organization, setting the stage for deeper entanglement. Act 3: complications and conflicts. As the mission progresses, things begin to go wrong. A rival gang suspects infiltration, leading to increased paranoia and violence. Jake starts to enjoy the power and respect he gains in his new role, causing friction with Mia, who remains focused on completing the mission. Tom, meanwhile, discovers that some of the officers funding the operation have ulterior motives, potentially using the trio as expendable assets to cover up internal corruption. This revelation adds a layer of suspense and moral ambiguity to the story. Tensions rise as the trio tries to communicate covertly without blowing their covers. Misunderstandings and near disasters create both comedic and dramatic moments, keeping the audience engaged and guessing. Act 4: betrayal and reckoning. The fourth act escalates the stakes. One of the characters is captured by the cartel, forcing the others to mount a rescue mission. During this sequence, the film shifts tones slightly toward thriller territory with intense chase scenes, shootouts, and emotional confrontations. Jake, now deeply embedded in the cartel, faces a moral dilemma: save his friends or protect his position and the evidence needed to bring down the entire organization. His internal struggle is portrayed with nuance, balancing his growing attachment to his criminal persona with his original goal of doing good. Mia and Tom manage to escape captivity, but not without consequences. They discover that Inspector Langley has been feeding false information to higher-ups, putting the entire operation in jeopardy. This twist redefines the enemy, shifting focus from the cartel to the corrupt system behind it. Act V: Resolution and Aftermath. In the final act, the trio bands together for a last-ditch effort to expose both the cartel and the corrupt officers. Using their improvisational skills and knowledge of the criminal world, they orchestrate a sting operation that culminates in a public arrest broadcast live on social media. The film ends ambiguously. While justice is served in part, the aftermath shows that the characters are forever changed. Jake decides to leave London altogether, haunted by the person he became during the mission. Mia returns to stand-up comedy, more confident and grounded than ever. Tom considers joining law enforcement, inspired by the chaos he helped unravel. A post-credits scene teases a potential sequel, hinting that not all loose ends were tied up. Character analysis. Jake, played by actor name. Jake is the charismatic yet self-centered member of the trio. Initially motivated by money and ego, he undergoes the most significant transformation throughout the film. His journey from comedian to pseudo-gangster serves as the emotional core of the story. His charm and wit make him likable even when he makes questionable decisions. The actor portraying Jake delivers a nuanced performance, capturing the subtle descent into moral ambiguity. His final monologue, where he questions whether he enjoyed playing the villain too much, is one of the film's most powerful moments. Mia, played by actor name. Mia is the heart of the group, witty, resourceful, and fiercely loyal. She often serves as the moral compass, reminding her friends of their purpose when they lose sight of it. Her background as a single mother adds depth to her character, making her motivations more compelling. Her undercover role as a street-level dealer allows her to explore the human side of the criminal world. Through her interactions with other characters, the film touches on issues like poverty, addiction, and systemic inequality. The actress brings strength and vulnerability to the role, delivering a standout performance that anchors the film emotionally. Tom, played by actor name. Tom is the brains of the operation, logical, methodical, and somewhat neurotic. He often clashes with Jake's impulsiveness but shares a strong bond with Mia. His subplot involving the corrupt cops adds political commentary to the film. Tom's arc revolves around disillusionment with authority and the realization that sometimes the truth isn't enough to change the system. His decision to pursue a career in law enforcement suggests hope amidst cynicism. The actor portrays Tom with dry humor and quiet intensity, making him a fan favorite. Supporting characters. Inspector Langley, the morally gray officer who recruits the trio. His intentions remain ambiguous until the end, adding tension to the narrative. Rashid the Wolf, the charismatic leader of the cartel. Played with menace and charm, he becomes a formidable antagonist. Detective Patel, a straight-laced cop who grows suspicious of the operation and becomes an ally to the protagonists in the final act. Themes and symbolism. Identity and performance. At its core, Deep Cover is a film about identity. As actors, the protagonists are accustomed to pretending to be someone else, but this time there's no audience, only consequences. The film explores how easily one can lose themselves in a role, especially when the stakes are real. The recurring motif of masks, literal and metaphorical, appears throughout the film. Whether it's disguises, fake accents, or personas, the characters constantly shift between who they are and who they pretend to be. Power and corruption. The film critiques the blurred lines between law and order. It questions whether the ends justify the means, especially when institutions tasked with justice resort to unethical methods. The corruption within the police force mirrors the criminal organizations they seek to dismantle. Friendship and loyalty. Despite the chaos, the friendship between Jake, Mia, and Tom remains the emotional anchor of the film. Their loyalty to each other is tested repeatedly, and the choices they make reveal the true nature of their bond. Comedy as survival. Humor is not just a tool for entertainment but a survival mechanism. The trio uses jokes and improvisation to cope with fear, danger, and uncertainty. This reflects the real-world coping strategies many people use to deal with trauma and stress. Direction and cinematography. Directed by director name, Deep Cover benefits from a dynamic visual style that combines handheld camera work with slick urban aesthetics. The director's background in comedy shines through in the pacing and delivery of punchlines, while the action sequences are choreographed with precision. The cinematography captures the grit of London's underbelly, neon-lit streets, foggy alleys, and opulent penthouses, contrasting the glamour of the criminal lifestyle with its underlying brutality. Color grading plays a crucial role in mood setting. Early scenes are bright and saturated, reflecting the excitement of the mission. As the plot darkens, the palette shifts to cooler tones, symbolizing the loss of innocence and increasing danger. Music and sound design. The film's score, composed by composer name, blends electronic beats with jazz influences, echoing the improvisational spirit of the characters. The soundtrack features a mix of British indie rock and grime music, reinforcing the London setting. Sound design is particularly effective in creating tension. From the muffled sounds of secret conversations to the deafening roar of gunfire, every auditory element enhances the immersion. Voiceovers and inner monologues are used sparingly but effectively, offering glimpses into the characters' psychological states without over-explaining. Performances and chemistry. The chemistry among the three lead actors is electric. Their banter feels natural, and their reactions to the absurdity of their situation add authenticity to the comedy. Each actor brings something unique to the table. Jake's charm and unpredictability. Mia's warmth and resilience. Tom's wit and skepticism. Their performances elevate what could have been a simple genre film into something more meaningful and memorable. Supporting actors also deliver strong performances, particularly the actor playing Rashid the Wolf, who manages to be both terrifying and oddly sympathetic. Reception and cultural impact. Upon its release in 2025, Deep Cover received critical acclaim for its fresh take on the undercover cop trope, blending genres in a way that felt innovative rather than derivative. Critics praised the film's balance of comedy and drama, noting that it never loses its sense of fun while tackling serious themes. Audiences responded positively to the film's humor and relatable characters. It performed moderately well at the box office, gaining a cult following due to its quotable dialogue and viral marketing campaign featuring improvised skits from the cast. The film sparked discussions about the ethics of undercover operations, the portrayal of crime in media, and the mental toll of deception. It was also celebrated for its diverse casting and authentic representation of London's multicultural landscape. Conclusion. Deep Cover is more than just a genre-blending comedy crime film. It's a commentary on identity, morality, and the masks we wear in everyday life. With its engaging storyline, memorable characters, and stylish direction, the film successfully entertains while prompting viewers to reflect on the blurred lines between right and wrong. By combining humor with high-stakes drama, Deep Cover offers a refreshing take on the undercover narrative, proving that sometimes the most unlikely heroes are the ones who surprise us the most. Whether you're a fan of action, comedy, or crime thrillers, Deep Cover delivers a satisfying cinematic experience that lingers long after the credits roll.